sorry. I'm Starry Stokes. I'm a junior from Lincoln North Star High School.
Speak public!
And my piece is called Inheritance. Sorrow is not relief when you find out your woman-beating drug abuser of a father died. Running away from the police, his choices coursing through his veins, pushing his foot down hard, a red light reflected in his dilated pupils. I wonder if he even knew how to just stop. Sorrow is the loud crack, your heart's unsteady beats, the sound echoing in your ears as withstood the shock of being born, the pressure of living, the years of scraped knees and hurt feelings, as had to endure the words of your stepfather, "Don't call me dad," bouncing off the walls of our hearts, leaving punctures and bruising on the surface. Sorrow is knowing all my father gave to me was his genetics, an X chromosome and a few strands of twisted DNA bent out of shape like his mind. My mother refers to him as the sperm donor, insisting the only good he brought to the world were the women soldiers I call my sisters and myself. His impact on my mother is hard to hide, like the bottles of antidepressants in the medicine cabinet and the lack of closure in her eyes. Sorrow is your mother explaining to you that she is sorry. She is sorry that every time she gets pushed a little too far or an argument gets a little too heated, she snaps back to the days of being slammed into walls. The days of throat grabbing, bone fracturing, spirit breaking abuse. Sorrow is seeing your mother's eyes go cold as she enters a mentality of survival, mistaking her daughters for their father, seeing the image of him in the way my sister wraps her hair around her fingers and places it in her mouth, the way his smirk spreads across my face. Sorrow is knowing your sister's emotional scars because she chased her father out into the street at 3 years old, begging him to stay, begging him not to disappear again. Sorrow is when he got to the car and drove away without looking back. Sorrow is the fact that my sister bottles emotions now. No genie involved. The time of wishing long gone. Just feelings being shoved down and hidden away. Sorrow is that she doesn't like to hug her little sisters. She likes to throw things for attention, and human contact seems to bruise her. She feels it physically. The gut feeling to reject before being rejected. Sorrow runs in my family's veins like water in tree roots, giving us life but filling my lungs with enough fluid that I can't even breathe right, that I quickly push thoughts away instead of feeling deeply. I can only hope in the moments I feel true sorrow, I do not completely shatter. I can only hope to be as strong as the women who came before me, the women who wear their warrior scars, the women who have left me this inheritance, the women whose tears come down on me like rain.
Yeah!